Dude. What do you know? Yeah.
Experimenting.
There you go. Okay. Now, so
yeah.
What do you see in front of you?
Huh?
What do you see in front of you?
Looks like a little news ticker in the bottom screen. Where do you want
okay. Excellent. Okay. So this is obviously Restream, right? So first of all, your background. Does what kind of camera is that you have? Is it just your laptop camera?
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if and you're just using the bog standard. Does it give you any option to add a background to your camera, to your image, whether it's through Restream or through whatever? It doesn't matter.
Hey, Brian, can you come and tell me if I'm missing something?
Because, for example, do you have a look in the bottom of the screen? Do you see anything at the bottom of the screen vis-a-vis, hey, get off my face? Do you see anything down at the bottom of the screen like a gear that says settings or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got video settings. That's high definition, and then
that's fine.
Definition.
What about at the bottom of this? What do you see under the scrolling marquee, if anything?
Add source. Oh, the gear settings. Oh, that guy.
Click the gear setting.
Oh, virtual background.
Go to virtual background. Now there'll be some default ones in there, but if you have a campaign related background, that's a terrible one.
Ooh.
That's what happens if you use the card that Brian did. That's the logo.
Let's see what else. Maybe that one?
No. You could do something like this.
The cork board?
Yeah.
Cork board.
It was up here. Right there.
That one?
Yeah, try that.
Okay, let's try that. Oh, sorry. Open. Okay.
I could be talking to you from this very school board meeting right here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's better. Now you can go into Canva and make your own background.
Okay.
You know, it does not have to be the one that Restream gives you.
Okay.
Fair enough. Now, what is that? There is a banging against your microphone. I don't know if it's a breeze or something.
Is it when I touch the pad like that?
Yes.
That's when I'm touching the pad?
Yes.
Okay. Don't do that.
Now, once you're in the middle of the recording, just don't touch the pad.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, on the right side of the screen, do you see anything like chat or captions or graphics?
Message from the audience will display here.
Okay, good. All right. So this is what the chat looks like right now. You can't see the chat at this point, right?
Right.
If I put the chat overlay in,
yeah,
you will see the chat.
Got it.
That chat is uneditable because it's on the overlay, which means I have no real-time control over it. So obviously you turn it off. It doesn't turn off the chat.
Yeah.
It just turns off so that I can look at it and go, for example, if any individual thing that gets posted, I could always put up like that. See that note right there? I love Mike Sanders.
Yes.
That comes from the chat. So anything that somebody wrote, we could show it. Like if it was a really good question, like this one. Is Trish is never on time. Right?
Used to be.
Okay. Now, so that's how you control the chat. Now the scrolling caption at the bottom, right? There's a lower third that's available. That's the lower third that just popped up. And of course, it can be altered to whatever you want. So if we're doing any one of the platforms, like focus on student learning.
Yeah.
We would do this. The theme of today's episode is that. And I could probably center it if I put 5 or 10 more seconds worth of work into it. But you get the idea there, right? The ticker at the bottom is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's just a scrolling marquee. Now, I find them stupidly distracting.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
I would rather go away. I would more likely use something that was static.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it just, again, it's distracting as all get out when there's that thing zooming across on the bottom.
Yep.
Right. Now, the background that you and I are at right now, you're a young lady, you are not in a candy store.
Uh-huh. Can we give it pins?
So there's all kinds of choices vis-a-vis the background. So they have this Ukraine looking background. That's what this is actually. Those are the flags of Ukraine, right? Okay. So if I click here, hold on. So you could do a cute background. You could do I don't know what the hell that is background. You could do this, or what we will do is we'll just make our own in Canva and use it as a background.
Yeah. Right.
So for the moment, we'll just turn it off and they have this one too, although you can't. The only bad thing about this one is you can't edit it because it's got that Restream, the Restream logo up there. But if you wanted to, we could do, where did it go? No, that's not a good background because it just ate us. So, oops, wrong one. That's the overlay. I can change the backgrounds to like something more interesting. Like that's a pretty cool background.
That works.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll leave that one. Now, the video camera imagery, we can have no background and be ginormous. If we ever had a third party, you can't see it, but there's a 3-screen option. There's the picture-in-picture option where I'm not sure how, I'm sure. Oh, wait a minute. I bet I do know how. Hold on. Where obviously I'd want to flip it so that you were there we go. Right. So here's the picture-in-picture where the interviewer is where he belongs in the lower right corner. And you're the biggest image. Yeah. Right. There is a cinema view where you could have multiple people below. It looks like 5 or 6, or you can do it this way. Same idea.
Okay. So we're always on the screen, or is this just a me thing, or how does that work?
Well, okay. So what we're going to do is we will either use this view or we'll use this view.
Okay.
At this point, they're not as important, but what we want is either way, I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to answer it. It should just be a softball Tuesdays with Trish approach.
Okay. I don't like the way all the backgrounds keep chopping off part of my head. What do I do about that?
Get rid of the background and go in a room that is non. And by the way, the room you were sitting in was perfectly neutral, right? There was nothing wrong with the room you were sitting in. You can always choose to blur out. It may give you an option to blur the background as opposed to actually having an image-based background, right? Because if I do mine like this, right? This is just the room that I'm sitting in, right? Nothing wrong with the room. There's no, Christy, what was the old Cheryl Ladd poster on the wall, or Farrah Fawcett or whatever. But the idea would be, and again, because you're the candidate, the idea would probably be best served to go in a format where you're the focus. I will be down here, ask a question, and then we can have the where's that static area? Oops. No, stop. There we go. Just have it up like this. Or like we had it before, we do this, and then we have this on the bottom, like so. I wonder if I can I make you bigger? Doesn't matter. And then again, it's just a Q&A. Just becomes a Q&A from here. Make sense?
Yep.
Right? There is a private chat function down here where you can communicate just in between host and guest.
Okay.
Right? If something came up or you're like, oh crap, I need to do so and so. You can.
My fingers would all be in there, right?
Huh? Yeah. No, that's exactly right. There is a screen share option. We don't need it, but at least not at the moment. There's a guest invitation. There's an ad source where we can have music in the background. You can have Zoom in the background. Why would you do that? Well, you would do that if there was, you wanted to, if we got our boy JC Gentile and he wanted to do an interview on one of your Tuesdays, he could Zoom in.
What about that one? How does that work? Let's see. I'm curious.
What are you messing with?
I added a source.
Oh, yeah. Well,
did it come up?
No, and you froze yourself. Your PC may not be the workhorse required because right now you're frozen.
Yep, I see that.
Oh, and here's another thing. Your bandwidth is terrible. Are you and you dropped off. And she's back. Are you on a wireless connection?
Yes.
Do you have a wired connection anywhere?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I know where there are things. You'll know.
Well, once the quote unquote official recording starts, as it were, you'll want to have everything else on your computer turned off.
Okay.
I mean, mail pop-ups, all the other kind of stuff, right? Now, with Restream, I don't know if I can show it to you from here, but I can do it from here. So let me do this. Okay, so you're looking at my email. Congratulations, right? But if we go, this is what I want to show you. La 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 la. Here we go. Okay, now you see these are all the. Can you see that? Okay. Yes. No.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, those are all the destinations.
Yeah.
right now we are actually streaming to my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Not that anybody cares or goes there, but you see Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. That custom RTMP, that's the type of stream we're using, but we will be, when we do this, it will simultaneously go to all of these channels that we connect, as well as being recorded.
Okay.
Right. So if I go to Facebook Live, right, we have a profile, a group, and a page. You have a Facebook page for your campaign.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cancel this because that's not what I wanted to do. You should be able to do the same thing. So let's try something here. From the restream that we're doing right now, in the upper left corner, you see how I can't see your screen, but I need you to get out of where we are. I need you to see if you can find where it says edit destinations, like it does on mine, because you have destination access as a guest.
See, add channels.
Oh, good. Yes.
Does that work?
Well, okay. You have to do more than that. So you're going to go to add channels and then go to Facebook.
It wants me to enter my email.
Well, where are you at the Facebook login?
It says I can continue with Facebook.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have to log in and authenticate so that Restream has permission to broadcast to Facebook.
You need to switch to Trish Brody to continue. I don't want to switch to Trish Brody to continue.
You should have three choices. It's like a Facebook page, a group, and then what was the other one? Like a profile.
Yeah.
Yep. If you set up the campaign as a just standard profile, then that's what you would want to log in as.
What does that mean, Scott?
What thing?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Can you, share your screen? Right at the bottom, the middle one, the middle third of the 6 buttons is share screen. It'll give you another pop-up that asks you what screen you want to share, or a Chrome tab. There you go. All right, let me get this in here. Okay. Can you please go to the spot where you said, I don't know what it's asking me?
I froze.
Ah, you did freeze. Near.
All right. We'll try one more time. Here we go.
Yeah, you don't. Okay. I see it. Now, did you freeze again?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, let's see if I can get rid of it for you. You'll probably have to go out and come back in. And then I'll show you. I hear you tapping.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're frozen. You'll have to back out and come back in. Okay, down.
All right.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Chrome tab, home, share. Go back here, pop it into the triple window. This is what the triple window looks like, by the way. So from here, right, edit destinations, add destination. Then it says Facebook Live, profile, group, or page. if so I can connect it to a Facebook profile, a page, or you see that. Whichever one of those you have is what you connect. So if I click profile, it's going to say it wants access and wants me to log in to my Facebook account. And when I hit continue as Scott, it may, if I have it open already, it may connect. See, it's asking if it can post on or do whatever it's supposed to do on my account, blah, 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 it's set up to only see friends. Then I would hit continue. And then anything that we did would be on Facebook Live.
Okay.
The same methodology applies to every one of these. So if you go to YouTube channel, yeah. So this is bog standard. Just you'll go in and you'll want to probably when we're not on here together, because I think you can still. I believe I sent you an invitation for a team, membership, if you will, on Restream. I think you'll want to log into it and then set up all of the places you'll want to stream to.
Okay.
Because again, we'll have a recording that'll be on my computer, and then we'll have it'll go live to every one of those places that you indicate. If you want it to go live, you are under no obligation, because we could record it like we talked about and then post it whenever the hell we want.
I'd like to record at least the first two, so at least I get used to some.
Yeah. I agree. And so, okay, so on a simplistic thing, let's do this. Which image setup do you prefer? Do you prefer the smaller one, the bigger one, or the one where you are
perfect?
You are focus.
Whatever you think. I don't know on this stuff. I don't like my face, but that really is immaterial at this point. You decide what works best.
Well, if we want to take advantage of the stuff down here, then we want to give ourselves lots of room. You see up here, we've got sort of the Trish logo, if you will. And then down here, if I go to focus on student learning, right? And then do you remember off the top of your head, like one of the planks?
Yeah. Maximizing teacher and staff support.
Right. So that's what that looks like. And because
I get it. Yep.
Right. And because
we have learning on a plank, it was class size ratios, but I get what you're talking about now. Yep.
Oh, that's okay. No, that's okay. Because for example, what's another one? There's 4 of them there. I just don't remember on the top of my head. You have maximize teacher and staff support.
The 4 of them focused on school finance?
No, not the platforms, the planks.
Oh, for focus on student learning, one of them would be
student engagement in learning.
Yeah.
Right. So we have student engagement in learning. We have critical thinking for students. I'm curious how much of this I can get away with. Let's see. He should be in his room and I'm on a call. Probably fit another one in there if we really wanted to, but out of the gate for round 1 of what we're doing, we'll do this. No, we don't care. We do care about the people of Ukraine, just not today. Okay, so we have focused on student learning. La 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 la.
Are we going to do the why, or how do you vote, or why is it important to vote?
Yep, hold on. Focused on student learning. Maximize teacher and staff. Support on the top, and then at the bottom, we put the other two, which were focus on school finance and engaging with you. Focused on school finance, engaging with you. Save and add. There we go.
Yep.
Right. So that's all four of them, obviously. Yep. There we go. Now, for the very first one, which is obviously this one, what I think we want to do is effectively, who are you? Why are you, basically it would be who are you and why are you running, but you've been on the board. Who are you? What have you done for the last 7 years? And why are you looking to get reelected? And then what can we expect vis-a-vis these types of things? So in other words, how do you plan to outreach to the community during the course of the campaign? Well, every Tuesday, we're going to have a new Tuesdays with Trish where we address, either a campaign platform or plank or an issue that's come up in our community that we should discuss, kind of thing. But I think you need to the real simple introduction of yourself as a candidate for school board.
Do we have the logo with a different color scheme by any chance?
Which logo with the different
The one
colors?
that says Trish Bodie up in the corner is the one with the right blue and the right red.
Checking now. Did we put that in Canva?
I thought we did.
We're about to find out. Hold on. You don't want one with a picture of you. That would be silly. Where's my Trish file? Okay. Which one is it again?
I'm looking at the logo in the corner, and I was just wondering if we have one that matches the color palette a little better.
I can put anything we want there. So, where is the correct one? Because I don't necessarily see any new ones in Canva. Doesn't mean they're not there. I don't see them.
Absolutely fair, especially because I might not have marked it correctly, and that would have been my fault. This one. Nope.
If you can tell me where it is in Canva, I'll grab it and stick it in there. Because I see campaign designs.
I don't. Maybe I didn't save it then? I don't know. Oh, there it is. That's the one. It's under projects.
Okay. Under projects. Yep.
That would be the first one. It just has the darker colors.
Okay, you said the first one, but which one is the first one? Because I see a bunch of different ones than you do.
Copy of Trish Bodie logo.
Copy of. Oh, does it have it has a same copy of. There it is. Okay. I see copy of Trish Bode, but I don't see copy of Trish Bode logo.
This is copy of Trish Bodie, and underneath it says logo. So if it says copy of Trish Bodie, that's probably it.
Yep, but is it? I hear you, but is the file name? Does the file name include the word logo?
No.
Okay, so it just says copy of Trish Bode, and what does it say on there?
Trish Bodie, LISD Schoolboard Place 1.
And then your website?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Let me download it really quickly here. Hold on. Okay, changing now. Oops. Very good. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Good call. That comes. Oh, it's under graphics, you idiot. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's the one I just downloaded.
Okay. Oh, it is what it is.
It's probably just screen resolution.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so
We can work with it later if we want. Like, we
mhm,
don't have to stick with it forever.
right. So what I will do is I will end this stream. If it kicks you off, you'll be able to follow the same link
Okay.
directly back. So let's see what happens.